Hey y'all, it's me, Alex from the Longest Cosplays. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. I just received this package, from Nate over at Hollywood Comics. I thought I already knew what was in this, so this is a surprise video. My hair isn't even fully dried. I showered a couple hours ago. But I opened this up thinking, oh yeah, there's just gonna be, because I won a giveaway that he did on his Tuesday show. So I was thinking like, oh, it's just gonna be those books, that I won. But I opened it and I've already got the bubble wrap. I've already gotten it there. There are some things that I did not know about in here, so we're gonna film my raw reaction. I only saw the back cover to something, but yeah, he sent me a lot. I didn't think I was gonna get this many. I thought he was only just gonna send me, some of the the books that I won, which I actually, off the top of my head, I do not remember what it is that I won. But I'm pretty sure it is gonna be in this first little batch here. From what I can tell, I think. Yeah, I think it's this little patch right here. And again, Nate, I always appreciate the little tabs you put on the end of these. It makes this whole process so much easier on me, so I don't have to fuss with the tape. Oh, don't want to bend the book, that would be bad. Pretty sure this is just a board. Okay, yeah, because that came off a little bit. That's unfortunate. Let me just... I hate having to do that to the boards. I hate having to do that. But sometimes shit happens. I'll just leave it on. I'll leave it on. That in there. Oh, looks like he sent me some cards, too. Oh, along with... Okay, so I'm looking at the cover now. I already know what's behind this, but he sent me some cards here. We got a Cyborg Superman from Reign of the Superman. And, look at that! Alf! I love Alf. The alien life form. I actually haven't seen too much of the Alf TV show, but I'm very aware of who Alf is. Obviously popular show from the 80s. I believe it was a sitcom. With, amazing puppets and whatnot. And of course, there's it's actually a Star Trek card. And an Alf card. I didn't know they did this. This one says Angel 1, Episode 14 for the Next Generation. So this will add to my my Star Trek card collection. And yeah, Superman, a Cyborg Superman. There you go. He's getting punched in the face by the Eradicator. That's awesome. We love to see that. Wasn't expecting those, so I appreciate them. I will stick those in the back of this book, which he sent me. This one, this is Action Comics 775. Those who, I do have this book, but I think it's a first printing. This is the What's Funny About Truth, Justice, and the American Way storyline, which was adapted in I think it's Superman versus the Elite. I could be wrong about that title again, because this is the second time I'm talking about it. But it was an animated movie, and it's amazing, and I recommend you see it, if you want to get a glimpse of this story and you haven't read the book. But let me read this note here. It says, Alex, the cover's a bit scuffed. Inside seem okay. First print, I think. I'm pretty sure you're right. I can double check in the editing process. There's a hair in my mouth. That was disgusting. I can check in the editing process, but I'm pretty sure this is a first printing, so I appreciate that. Wow. And now I think this is the stuff that I do know about. Okay, yeah. So it's a mini-series buried long, long ago. Never heard of this. Mad Cave Studio did this. So we got issue 1. Issue 1 right here. And my cursive is absolutely terrible, but Anthony Cleveland, I think that's supposed to say Alex Cormack, and Justin Birch. I could be wrong. I'm not the greatest at reading cursive. Blame the education system. But we got issue 2 right here. I'm gonna do it this way because it might be easier. Issue 3. issue 4, and issue 5. So we got all of those. Those were the books that I knew I was getting. I did not know about the Superman one. I did not know about the Action Comics. But those were the books that I damn well knew I was getting. But, as you can see, there are so many more in here, and some of these aren't packed and boarded. So I'm going to be very careful bringing those out. And I will save the bubble wrap for later. I know my cat's going to be very excited to play with that. Or at least sniff it like he usually does. So, let's get into this, shall we? There's not going to be any preventing me from seeing what's here. So, let's see what else Nate sent me. I can already see there's a cool trade in front of me that I will look at in uno momento. Again, I appreciate the tabs on the on the painter's tape. Again, it saves me so much. I will actually set this. This is a cool purple bag. I've never seen one of these in purple before. I will set this in here. And you know what? A lot of these are upside down already. And my cat jumped on my desk. He's gonna go see what's going on outside. That's awesome. So, oh, here we go. Untold Tales of Spider-Man -1. Got a minus issue in there. Iconic Steve Ditko corner box. At least I think it's probably homaging Steve Ditko, but you know, that's Steve Ditko Spider-Man. Untold Tales of Spider-Man issue number 1. Never seen this, or sorry, issue -1. Never actually seen this before, so that's really cool. Adding to my Spider-Man collection. So we got, oh, there we go, here we go. Sensational Spider-Man 28. Got the Hornet on the cover. Those who know I'm trying to get the first appearances of all the Spider-Man costumes. And this is one I needed with the Identity Crisis. So now I just need Dusk, and I'm forgetting what the other one is. I'm a fake Spider-Man fan, but I have Prodigy and Hornet now, so that's really cool. Thank you for that. We got Sensational Spider-Man 27 right here. Also a part of the Identity Crisis storyline. And I'm pretty sure these are all, like, gatefold covers, right? Yeah, because you get all of this stuff in the back of the cover, which is really cool. So, I'm going to be saying thank you a lot. This is Spider-Man number 33. Wow. This is just a cool cover. Call me a fake Spider-Man fan. Again, I'm going to say it again. I do not read or collect as much Spider-Man as people think I do. Most of my knowledge is like the early stuff, like pre-2000s, pre-90s even. But this is really cool to see. Ooh, Spider-Man team up featuring the Avengers with Ben Reilly on the cover. Wow, this is issue number 4, and that is a very like captivating cover. I cannot lie, and it's a thick boy. It's gonna take me a minute to read that. That's awesome. Also, I just want to point out the back cover of this one. I just realized. Yeah, nowadays they'd probably just like AI that, but that's really funny. It's really funny. I really like that. That's a good one. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Amazing Spider-Man. -1. Captain America. Peter Parker. That is so cool. I especially love seeing the Golden Age shield there. So that's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. Martian Manhunter 21. I think this is my first Martian Manhunter book in my collection. I love the Martian Manhunter a lot. Especially Absolute Martian Manhunter. If you haven't read it, please read Absolute Martian Manhunter. It's awesome. But I love the Martian Manhunter and the Justice League cartoons. He's like one of my favorite characters in those. So I haven't read much Martian Manhunter outside of that, so to actually have a book is awesome. And features a Green Lantern on the cover. So double whammy right there. Nate knows me so well. We got, oh, look at that. Green Lantern, Our Worlds at War, #1 by Judd Winnick and Dale Eaglesham. This is one I don't have, so that's really good. Adding to my like 90s, early 2000s Green Lantern run, 2001 right there. So that's awesome. This is actually one I've wanted to get for a minute, so I appreciate that. And then this is what I was looking at. So Green Lantern Fear Itself. This is probably like one of my favorite like trades I've ever, like I've read the trade way back when I was getting into Green Lantern, but never actually owned it, which is really cool. It's got a lot of the, you know, Alan Scott, Kyle Rayner stuff going on in there. You get to see the Justice Society of America, which is awesome, and of course you get some nice, amazing Alan Scott action in there. But it kind of just goes into a lot of like the backstories and stuff, and it kind of goes through like the legacy of Green Lantern, which is awesome. So as a huge fan of like, yeah, the mythos as a whole, this is gonna be, I'm gonna reread it because I love this anyway, and I'm happy to actually own a copy for once. So I will actually set that beside me because I will definitely read that again tonight. And would you look at that? Wizard Magazine! Spider-Man 2002 with Tobey Maguire on the cover. That is awesome. Apparently there's also a free comic preview. Oh, there we go. I got some John Romita Jr. art. Early 2000s John Romita Jr. art to begin with. Which is awesome. These Wizard magazines, oh, would you look at that? It still has the mailers in there. It is a complete copy, which is awesome. I don't want to peel anything. Wow. I do... Oh, wow, there's actually a lot more. Ah, here we go, there we go. This is what I wanted to see. The Mego figures. Robot Chicken fans know this. I actually... a long time ago, I actually made a pattern of the Mego Spider-Man for my buddy. You know, I don't think it ever got made. But there's a file out there somewhere in my drive. So that's awesome. But there is a comic preview in here somewhere. It's I probably like skimmed way past it. But I love these. I love these so much. I want more Wizard magazines. Not even just of like the Spider-Man or Superman ones. I want more of these because they're really cool to, you know, look back at. And then we have another Wizard magazine for Spider-Man. First appearance of Ultimate Carnage in their preview, and then you get a little, I'm assuming that's like a prototype figure right there, and you get Ultimate Spider-Man on the back, just really cool. Here we go, Spider-Man 2 right there, Tobey Maguire. Those who know me know that I'm an absolute shill for the Raimi Spider-Man movies. They are, in fact, the reason that I'm into all of this stuff. There we go. ASM number 500. Fun fact, I share a birthday with this book. October 22nd, 2003. To put in perspective of how young I am. But that is really, really cool. Yeah, you get some Ultimate stuff in here. Now, I've actually never read Ultimate Spider-Man. Like the original run. I read the first issue. And I read it like right after I read the first issue of the newest run, which probably didn't help my lack of enjoyment for it, but I do eventually want to go like read all of Ultimate Spider-Man just to, you know, have that under my belt. I don't know when it'll happen, but it'll happen at some point. But yeah, these are just so cool to flip through because you get just a lot of like cool. Oh, here we go, Mini-Mates. You guys remember Mini-Mates? I think they still make Mini-Mates, but I remember they were like the coolest thing to me when I was a kid, and I never got one. I always wanted the Ghostbusters Mini-Mates. Those were like my favorite ones to look at because they had the classic jumpsuits or whatever, and they just looked like cool stylized versions of like the characters from the movies. And of course, I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, so of course I wanted those as a kid. But yeah, you get so many cool things in there. And you also get some CGC graded stuff in there. Marvel Knights Spider-Man. I'm actually gonna read that later this year. So that's really cool. Wasn't expecting this much reading material for me, but I appreciate it a lot. And of course, let me move this tape so I don't catch anything. The cards, always welcome. I will never say no to free accessories. But yeah, so this is gonna be a shorter one. Probably won't take much editing to do. I'll probably edit this right after I record it, honestly. This is gonna be a shorter one. Just because I wasn't expecting to get like half the stuff that I got today. So I really appreciate it. Guys, go subscribe to Nate at Hollywood Comics. Great channel, has an amazing show on Tuesday nights. From 8, I think it's 8 p.m., 9 p.m.-ish. Either way, Tuesday night show, go watch it. You know, you got Big Nasty Comics, Johnny's Comic Stuff, Himbo, Side Quest, Up and Adam. You got the whole gang there. They're awesome people. Friday nights usually rivals. Yeah, subscribe to Nate's channel. Feel free to like and subscribe to this video. And yeah, this is an impromptu thing, so I'm messing up a lot of words today. I'm going to go read these, edit this video, and I will probably put it out at some point within this week. So, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Outro time. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.